Bienvenidos a Sabores Turismo Gastronómico. En Escocia, muy cerca de Inverness, conocimos Knockdhu Ancnoc, una destilería extraordinaria. Vamos a compartir la primera parte. This is our first visit in Scotland, in the beautiful Scotland, and we are so happy to be able in this incredible distillery, Knockdhu Ancnoc. We are so happy to talk with the manager distiller, Gordon Bruce. It's a pleasure to know you and to spend time together with visit this distillery. Hi.
Hi.
It's an honor.
The honour's been mine. It's been a good, fun-filled morning.
Okay, can we start with the incredible history of a story with this incredible distillery?
Distillery was started making whisky in 1894. It's changed ownership a couple of times. This is the first distillery that Inverhouse Distillers International Beverages bought from themselves in 1988. It had been mothballed by its previous owners for 5 years. They bought the distillery with stock, fired it up again in 1989, and it's been going great ever since. Small traditional size distillery, we can make 1.85 million litres of pure alcohol per year. You look at modern distilleries, they can make 10, 12, 15, 20 million litres per year.
You change the process, you evolve, you grow, and can you explain the different way you make whiskey in the stars and now?
The industry is heavily regulated, thankfully, so we can only use malty barley, yeast and water to make Scotch whiskey. It's a really good legislation rule. It keeps the cowboys out of the game. The focus, the emphasis these days is very much on quality. Quality is king. We could make more whisky here if we pushed the process through faster, but it would change the quality, the taste of the whisky, so we're not going to do that. So 1.8, 1.85 is our absolute. Process has evolved over the years. The whole industry these days is very much driven by the need to reduce energy consumption and reduce carbon emissions. A good example of that, if you've been here in 2006, we had to burn 10 kilowatt hours to make 1 litre of pure alcohol. 2 weeks ago, we burned 5 kilowatt hours to make 1 litre.
Incredible.
It's not, a distillery is a big toy box. So you look at the process and you think, okay, how can we adapt, improve, make changes to the process, but crucially, quality is king. We can't lessen the quality of the product that way.
Can you explain the different sites we visit in the tour you made?
Small traditional distillery. So the first part of the building, or first part of the process with this, it was the maltings. Very few distilleries malt their own barley on site these days. It's a specialist industry. We'll pay somebody to do that bit for us. So the maltings here, the kiln, I'm so glad it's still here. And God forbid we lose connection of where we've come from, and the link between distilling history and farming is really, really important to us. So that's essentially a museum piece these days.
Un trozo de turba de Scotland.
Cutting tools, yeah. And then we visited the mill room, so the very young Porteous malt mill. We just discussed, there was a child that was built in 1964, so that mill will last another 100 years easily. So ideally here, I want 30% husk,
30% cask,
60% grits,
60% grapes
and always keep the flour less
y
than
flour
10%.
menos de un 10% de harina. Esta muestra que nos está dando Gordon es lo que ellos utilizan al hacer whisky, esos porcentajes de cada uno de los cereales.
And then probably my favourite parts of the process, the mashing and the fermentation. When people think Scotch whisky, they tend to focus on the copper stills. But the stills, they're really just an extraction process. All the alcohol is made during the mashing and fermentation stages. And most of the smells and flavours in Scotch whisky are produced during the fermentation process. So you really want to focus on that. So ideally, we've got a very clear words. The clearer we can get the words, the more esters, those lovely fruity notes we can generate during fermentation, and these esters will pass through distillation as well.
Este es el doble fondo donde estamos filmando, que es el mar. En el próximo bloque, más de Knockdhu Ancnoc.
Dans ses bras, qu'il me parle tout bas, je vois la vie en rose. Il me dit des mots d'amour.
Marroquinería Jorge es el lugar perfecto para encontrar las mejores valijas, mochilas, carteras, billeteras, siempre a la vanguardia de la calidad y variedad. Marroquinería Jorge, 8 entre 45 y 46, La Plata. Knockdhu Ancnoc, destilería, segunda parte.
And then we move from the tun room, where the washbacks are, through the still house. So one pair of stills, the perfectly balanced distillation. That's the holy mantra. That's the aim. If you can keep your number of wash distillations to the number of spirit distillations, keep that in the whole number if you can. So we've tweaked, evolved the plant over the years. So we now run 2 wash distillations. Will give us enough low wines for 1 spirit distillation, and that does wonders for consistency, the quality of the new make spirit. Consistency. That's the goal. And then we moved to one of the duty-free warehouses. The warehouse we were in today, despite its appearances, we finished building in 2012. In January 2010, we had quite an extreme winter. We had snow about 1 metre deep. 8th of January 2010, I lost a big dunnage warehouse. It was full of maturing whisky. The weight of the snow on the roofs, flat on the roofs, the walls fell out the way, so the building was destroyed. The following morning, the smaller, the Dunnish warehouses collapsed. So the warehouse we're in today, we've used the stones in the wall, the slates in the roof. The doors have come from 2 dead warehouses. Dunnish warehouses are beautiful maturing Scotch whisky, lovely thick walls, timber and slate roofs, so you get very temperature, humidity, a very stable temperature and humidity levels throughout the whole year. We really don't want things to heat up quickly and cool things too quickly, like you get in modern steel boxes. So that's a gorgeous warehouse, and you've tried 1 or 2 whiskies.
Yes, I have the key in this moment.
I've got the key. I've only got
I
one
opened
key.
the door.
You did. I've only got 1 key to that door. I need it back.
I'm the guy or I'm the girl. Tengo la llave y ustedes van a ver lo que voy a abrir. Oh my God. Saben el aroma de este whisky. I can't believe it when we try the 47 years old whiskey. It's incredible. I can't believe it. No lo puedo creer lo que probamos ahí adentro.
That whiskey's older than you, isn't it? Yeah.
You are gorgeous. Now, how many barrels do you have there?
In that warehouse we're in, there's about 900 casks. What used to be the barley loft malt barns and steeps it's a more modern warehouse. So you've got steel racks, 9 high, the cask is 45 deep. So on site we've got about 3,500 casks maturing whisky from.
How many whiskies do you have now in this year?
The range has just been revised earlier this year, so the 12-year-old's been repackaged. The liquid is essentially the same as the old 12-year-old. That hasn't changed. It's just modern, up-to-date, more environmentally friendly packaging, which is a big plus point. 12, what's next? We've got a new 16-year-old, which is all ex-bourbon matured, and that really highlights the fresh, fruity notes that we get from the tun room, from the fermentations, and it sits so well with the lovely toffee vanilla notes that we get from bourbon casks. Lightly smoked. This is a sort of hybrid whisky. We make 2 types of new makes per year each year. We'll taste some new makes in a wee while. We've got a plain, which is made with unpeated malt. That's most of our annual production, and we also do about 400 or 500 tons of heavily peated malt each year.
Okay,
So
in a little bit we make a tasting and you explain me each time, but you have 5, 6, 7 different whiskies?
The range just now sits at 4. So we've got the 12, the 16, the lightly smoked, which is a mixture of peated and unpeated whiskies, both initially bourbon matured and then finished in a sherry cask, and 10-year-old smoked, or smoky I think it's called, which is all peated whiskies and it's only matured in ex-bourbon casks.
What do you think is the particularities of these whiskies, of this distillery? Is something in the process, or is raw material put the stamp, personal stamp in the whiskey? Would you say this whiskey Knockdhu Ancnoc it's different because what?
For me, it's for people. A distillery is more than the sum of the equipment and the buildings. A distillery has a feel, a vibe, a soul. This distillery is manual operated, so the guys are busy. As we spoke about earlier, the guys are doing 17, 18, 19,000 steps in an 8-hour shift because it is a manual process. the guys look forward to coming to work. The guys really enjoy what they do, so they really put their heart and soul into it. And they'll go home tired, but they'll go home happy. So you can put the same raw materials into two different sites and get completely different products. So I think for me, what makes Ancnoc so special is the people that work here.
I love it. I love it what you say. Okay, thank you to Emma and Fraser to stay together and to help make this interview. And so happy to know this beautiful, beautiful distillery, so history, so experienced, because have 131 years old.
I haven't been here for all that time. I have to.
Of course. Thank you so much, Gordon.
I've really enjoyed having you folk here today, and I think we're going to have a dram or two to celebrate.
Yes, of course, of course. En el próximo bloque, una cata muy especial. Confitería San Luis, 29 años de experiencia en catering, ahora presenta sus nuevos espacios, la casa y la terraza, para disfrutar todo el día. Desayunos, almuerzos, meriendas y cenas. 7 esquinas 63. Carnicería Jorge, desde 1971, la boutique de las carnes. Carnes de ternera, novillo, chivito, cordero, conejo, lechón y sus increíbles chorizos rellenos. Productos elaborados y delicatessen. Calle 54, esquina 19, La Plata. Ahora llegó el momento de disfrutar la cata de estos increíbles whiskies. Bueno, vamos a hacer la cata de los whiskies aquí en esta destilería y creo que vamos a comenzar con el alcohol inicial. Okay, Gordon, what is this?
Some new make spirit. So this is brand new whiskey before it's in a barrel. Now legally in Scotland we could distill this to 94.8% alcohol and still call it Scotch whisky. We find here if the strength goes above 70%, it becomes too clean, too pure. So by keeping the spirit strength at 68.5, we can retain the smells and flavours that come from the raw materials, from the yeast, from the malted barley. That'll be filled into cask and left to ripen for 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years. Here, I would like to think we're very, very focused on the quality of new make spirit. We get that bit right, that's really important. You can mask and influence new make spirits if you use very additive or very extractive casks or highly reactive casks. So here I would say that what's in the bottle is probably about 50% of the quality of the new make spirit. Yeah. And 50% from the wood and from the time that the whiskies had to mature, had to ripen. We've got a heavily peated one here as well, but I wouldn't suggest sipping that just now because your taste buds will recover by Sunday. But have a wee sniff and have a wee sniff and you can have a wee sip of it later once you've tried some mature whiskies.
Smoky, but Aberdeenshire peat.
The peat that we use for our peated whiskies is locally sourced and it's got a very low level of that medicinal TCP iodine compound that you get from West Coast or Island peats. So ideally, we're looking for a bonfire, a barbecue, wood ash smoke. And the smoke sits, it balances very, very nicely with the fresh fruity notes that we're getting from the new makes. Start with a 12-year-old.
12 años. Este tiene 12 años. Lovely. It's easy to drink.
It's very approachable, yeah.
To the people to start to drink whiskey? Maybe?
Ideal, absolutely ideal. Or for me, I shouldn't say this, it's my Tuesday night whiskey. You go home from work on a Tuesday night and you fancy a dram and you just want to pour, drink and enjoy without needing, you've got to sit down and sniff it and analyse the thing to death. Pour, drink and enjoy. It's so approachable.
This is?
This is the new 16-year-old.
New 16.
Yeah.
El nuevo 16 años.
So this is a new product. So the 16-year-old's all ex-bourbon cask matured. It's a personal thing for me. I think the bourbon casks work really well with the characteristics from our new make spirit. They enhance, they complement, and they go really well. If we tried using a PX or a big heavy sherry like that, it would just flatten. It would squash the spirit completely. Lovely. More
Body, but so easy to drink too.
Yep.
And so soft.
Very easy to drink, yeah.
Yes.
So we get these lovely toffee vanilla notes from the... Oh, it's a stingy one, isn't it? Yeah. Lovely toffee vanilla.
Toffee.
Coconut notes from the ex-bourbon casks.
Yes.
And for me, that works so well with the type of new make spirit we produce here.
I love this, eh?
I'm just seeing the legs running down the side of the glass as well, which is always pleasing to see. It's a sign of quality.
Maybe for me, I choose this.
Maybe you try it with water. You want to try a drop in there and see what I hate putting water in other people's whiskey in case I put too much in. 3 drops.
Okay.
As I say, it's such a personal thing.
More, in Spanish is más perfiles, more flavors. Open. With the
Makes a difference, yeah?
Yes, absolutely. Oh, wonderful. It's incredible. This is incredible product.
Decent dram.
Yes.
A decent dram, yeah.
Un trago decente, eso está diciendo, la humildad de este hombre. Un trago, in Spanish is un trago decente, decent drum.
Un trago decente. Okay. I'll remember that one, yeah.
Un trago decente. Okay, this is a smoky one.
This is a bit of a curveball. As I said, we make 2 types of whiskey. We've got a plain and a peated. This lightly smoked. Was it smoked or smoky? Sorry. This one started off life a little bit differently. We've got some peated new make spirit and we've got some unpeated new make spirit, and they've both initially been matured separately in bourbon casks. And then we've vatted them, we've mixed them together, and we've finished them in a sherry cask. We measure smokiness in peated malt or in the bottle by counting the phenols, the phenolic compounds. The human nose can pick up 1-2 parts per million phenol. Target level for the phenols in this one is about 5 parts per million. So it's a very soft, very, very gentle smoke. It's a complementary smoke. When you've got a few bottles of whiskey open, it's good fun trying to make your own wee blend. But if you do that, measure everything carefully. Use a pipette or a syringe, and because if you create something beautiful and you haven't measured it, you'll never make it again.
This is your mission.
Oh, just to create the perfect dram.
Yes, yes, the perfect dram. It is.
Does it exist?
Your job is so difficult and is super important to the distillery. And the last one,
is smoky, 10-year-old. So
okay.
the age on the label is always the age, the youngest whiskey in the bottle.
Ah.
So this one has only been made with peated whiskey and is all ex-bourbon matured. That paired with a blue cheese or paired with a parmesan, good parmesan, or barbecue food. Great.
Está hablando de maridaje, de maridage. The smell is more easy. The smell is more easy because the age, I suppose.
The age and the cask selection. The previous smoky one was finished in a sherry cask, so we get that spicy, dried fruit notes from the sherry cask.
Perfecto.
This one's all ex-bourbon. And I don't know if it's an age thing or the way my taste is working just now.
Oh, incredible. What?
It's a decent dram, I like that, yeah.
Decent drum, no. Incredible drum. A diferencia del anterior, todo lo que es ahumado está mucho más suavizado por el tiempo que tiene en barrica y realmente es muy fácil de tomar para aquellos que no estamos, en mi caso, acostumbrados a lo ahumado. Este tiene más cuerpo ahumado y este es más tranquilo. Incredible.
I'm glad you enjoyed it. I don't know if
Incredible.
it's the thing or the way my palate's working just now. But if I put 2 drops of water in that one, for me it makes the smoke very, very soft and it brings the smoke further forwards. And it also makes the liquid really, really sweet.
Yes. In the final, it's sweet.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
Yes.
I think it's
I did it.
that sweetness that pairs so
Yes.
well with the sharpness from the blue cheese.
In this, no. In this.
Yeah.
Yes. I did it. I can feel it.
So if you only had 1 dram left to drink today, which one would it be?
Bueno, okay. I choose. Can I choose 2?
You can, yes.
Yes.
It's a nice day.
This and this. This and this.
Yeah,
Are
that's
my
a good
favorites.
choice. I would go for that as well.
Incredible. Congratulations, because that is your job, your soul, your passion, and all the people around you work with you, make that is possible. And thank you for do this kind of products to the world. Thank you so much,
Very
Gordon.
much for your kind words and thanks for visiting today. We all love what we do here. Our distilleries are big toy boxes again, but the biggest compliment we can get as producers is seeing somebody with a glass of something that you made with a smile on their face. That really makes our day. That's what we're here for.
We, you and me, will make a toast, please. Yes, Slansheva. Slansheva. Slansheva.